Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel, and the topic which we will be discussing today is the planes. And in this video I'm going to discuss with you all is the definition of plane, its characteristics, classification, and the importance or the significance of planes to the mankind. So without wasting time, let's start the video. Now plains are generally defined as a relatively flat and a low-lying land surface with least difference between its highest and the lowest points. Few characteristics of the plains are as follows. It covers around 55% of the Earth's land surface. Most of the plains has been formed by the deposition of sediments which is brought down by the rivers. Now beside rivers, some other exogenic forces like wind, moving ice and tectonic activities also led to the formation of the plains. Now we will move on to the classification of the plains. Now generally the plains are classified into three different categories: structural plains, erosional plains and depositional plains. So as you can see in the figure, the erosional plains and depositional plains are also further categorized into many sub branches. Now let us see the different types of the plains at the individual level. Structural plains are generally formed due to the endogenic forces, due to the upliftment or the submergence of the land masses. Generally, it is found in the coastal areas or the coastal plain areas, because when the endogenic forces uplift the continental shelf area, it leads to the formation of plain land, and those kinds of plain lands are called structural plains. And sometimes it is also formed due to the submergence of the high elevated area, which led to the formation of a plain or a lowland, and it is called structural plains. Next we have is the erosional plains. Now erosional plains have been formed by the removal of the materials from the upland area continuously and for a long period of time. Now erosional work are basically done by the exogenic forces like rivers, glacier, wind, underground water and sea waves. Now few of the different types of erosional plains are the penny plain, paddy plain or desert plains, glaciated plain and karst plain. Penny plain is formed due to the erosional work of river. Now over the long ages, when the high land area is leveled down into a sort of plain, the surface is heavily smooth and forms almost a plain terrain is known as the penny plain. Now the residue of the hard rocks which stand above the generally above the level of the land are known as the monad rocks. Similarly, when the wind does the work of erosion and leads to the formation of a plain land, then it is known as paddy plain or desert plain. Now over here also we will find some harder rock which will give resistance to the erosion and will stand little bit above from the level of the land, and those kinds of rocks are known as Inselberg. Next we have is the glaciated plain. Now vast stretches of land which was covered by the ice during the ice age has eroded the highlands to form the plain area. Even today glaciers are eroding the upland area and scaling up, resulting into the formation of the plains. Now those areas are known as glacial plains. Such plains can be found in Canada, Siberia, Sweden and Finland. When the underground water dissolves the rocks in the limestone area, this results in the erosional work and led to the formation of a plain. Those kinds of plain is known as karst plain. Depositional plains are also known as constructional plains. Now it is generally formed by the deposition of sediments which is brought down by the rivers, glacier, wind, sea waves and also the volcanic eruptions. Now let us see the various types of depositional plains. The plains which is formed by the depositional work of river are known as alluvial plains. Now in alluvial plains also we have subtypes. If it is deposited at the foot of the mountain, we call it alluvial fan. If it is deposited in the middle course of the river due to the flooding, it is known as flood plains. And the sediments which is deposited at the mouth of the river, it is called delta plain or deltaic plain. Now the plains which is formed by the depositional work of glaciers are known as drift plain or the glaciers plain. Even the depositional plains are formed due to the work of winds, because the winds will carry the fine dust particles from the interior part of desert and deposit it in the adjoining areas, leading to the formation of plains. Those types of plain are known as loess plain. The coastal plains are formed due to the depositional work of sea waves, which drives the beach material landwards, and it results in the formation of marine swamps, mud flats, and tidal lowland. Few of the economic significance of the plains has been enumerated over here. Let's go through it. Fertile soil. Now the plains generally has been formed by the deposition of alluvial soil, so it is very fertile. As they have a very flat surface, it will also lead to the development of irrigation system, so they have a high amount of agricultural productivity. So it is also known as the food baskets of the world. The growth of industries. Now since this area has a huge agricultural resources, so it will lead to the development of the agro based industries, and the plains are thickly populated also, so plenty of labor is also available for the intense cultivation as well as for the laborers or the workforce in the industries. Now, due to the flat topography, even the expansion of transportation is easy in the plain area. It favors the building of roads, airports, and even laying down the railway lines, which is much more difficult in the mountainous area. Centers of civilization. Now plains are the centers of many civilization. Even in the ancient times, if you look back, then the civilization has flourished in the bank of rivers, which were generally a plain area. Now due to the development of the transportation system, agricultural productivity, as well as the development in industries, plains have been resulted in the setting up or in the formation of cities and towns, because it attracts lots of population from in and around the places, and the most developed centers and the ports of the world are found in the plains only. 80% of the world's population live in the plain area. So with this we come to the end of the topic. I hope you all have understood now the different types of planes and its influence over the mankind. So if you like the video, then please like the video, do share it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next video.